Okay, in this video we're going to discuss about the functions which are if and else if function, and we're also going to discuss about for loops, for and some of this application, with then also a while loop as well at the end of the video. So let's see what's this all about. So first of all, if you talk about the if function, if for example I want to apply to a certain criteria that if it's met, then it's going to display a result as such. So how it can be done, for example, if I just put the first as a variable, I'll put the value of the variable as age is equal to 30, then what would be the if function? If age is less than 30, semicolon, you have to put the semicolon at the end, the indented the next code line will be indented, and it would be, you have to print. That's also a function we have discussed earlier in the other videos. Print, what print? If age is not allowed, okay, not allow to enter. For example, if you want to have a theater show, so at below 30 guys were not allowed to enter the theater show, or enter a room, or enter uh, um, a hall. So you can apply any to any context. But if let's see, if you're going to run this, nothing has been displayed. Okay, so obviously it's been incomplete. So we have to say that else if age is age is greater than or equal to 30, semicolon, print allowed, and then we're going to say else, semicolon, we're going to do it like this. It's going to be 30, and else it would be print, what's up, man? So if we're going to run this program, it will be going to show, yes, the age is equal to 30, so it will going to show it like it is. So if it's, let it put it like 25, so what will be the result? It will show not allowed to enter. So it seems that it's a perfectly run program for a variable giving a value. So it's, you can apply the if or else if function to a constant value, and also with a variable. But when we're going to talk about the strings, the taxes, so how we can apply the else if function to the string or the taxes, let's see. If name is equal to Hassan, for example, and I'll just say that if name is Hassan, and you can use is a function for both the value and for the string. There's no such limitation. So if name is for example, if we applied it previously, you can use in values less than equal to, despite of less than equal to greater than, you can use is for equal to. So if I hope you get the point. If name is Hassan, then you print then print what I can say, professional. And when I am going to do it like this, if else if name is, for example, Tariq, that's my father's name, so how we can going to print father. Okay, so you can add as many as conditions as possible. So it would be else if name is Talal, for example, I can put it that way. It would printing as brother, for example. So you can add as many of the conditions. So let's see how it's going to work. If I'm going to and as well, let's see, else print first name. First name is missing, for example. You can go with that as well. So let's see, it's just taking up the time. I'm going, name is missing. So if it's able to be run that, so how come? If the name is Hassan, it will be print professional. So else if name is Tariq, you can print this, and else despite of running this, why not to have this again, running it again. Okay, yeah, you have to apply the semicolon as well at the end. Obviously you have to complete the whole program, and else, let's see, I'll put it that way, else semicolon print first name is missing. So if I'm going to run this program, how it's going to show me the exact information? So it is name is Hassan, name is equal to Hassan, name is equal to, and how we have to put you with the mistake we haven't put it in, and it's a variable, the string. So how we going to put the string? It has to be in quotes. So let's see, we're going to run it. I'm going to show, yep, so it's going to show that yes, it's a professional at the end. If I'll just replace it by TARIQ, so what will be the result? Let's see. When I'm going to run it, if I'm going to show a father, when I'm going to display it like TALAL, what the result would be? It would be brother. So if I'll just put it nothing, like what it will going to show me, first name is missing. So this how you can use the if and else if function in Python, with both the string and also with the value. So you can apply as many as you can check with the program. So I'm just going to end up my video over here right now. Let's come up with some other I'm not going but I'll just come up with the other part of the video just in a few moments. Okay, so okay, talking about the for loops, for and applying some of the examples. For example, we have discussed earlier in our videos about the list, and right now I want to talk about the items that normally I have in the list of groceries, or you can talk about as in groceries. For example, I put it at groceries, and you can have in groceries you can have bread. You put in all the variables in a given syntax. So it's a variable, it's a string, you put it in quotes. One is bread, another is egg, for example. I put it in the codes as well. And other is the last one probably is chicken. So I'll just put in this, and I'll apply, for example, I want to have to search every item or every grocery item in this. It will going to take time, so for that reason we're going to iterate each item by giving by the help of a for loop. So that will go around each time to a separate item in the groceries, so it will help us to get all the items at once. So what we're going to do, we're going to do for X grocery, for example, for we put a value to that to give a certain value to the all items in grocery. So we give at G, for G in groceries. Okay, so how we're going to apply it for G in groceries? Array is it excuse me, well, I'll put it that way. It's if G in groceries, and if for G in groceries, what would be print G. Okay, else print for example, I want to have the length of the character. I'll want to run this one first of all. Let's see how the result would be displayed. So yes, you see that for each item is being displayed on a separate line with with output. So the for loop help us to access each item in a grocery without typing too many codes to get to that relevant item. So for loop will going to help you. It will going to connect you, and we'll just have to assign a value to the grocery and all these things attached to it. So if you want to have the length of each item of grocery, we can give len, which is the length, and afterwards we're going to provide the constant value G, and let's see how will it going to display, and we're going to run it. And yes, with the bread, the length of the string is 5, with eggs is 4, chicken is 7. So it's quite apparent. So you can use it for the list, and you can apply the for loop in list, and you can have the result as well. So with the with the help of this, you can also have given, for example, we want to have a list of numbers for X in a range. For X in range, आपके पास आएगा for X in range. Sorry to actually shift into Urdu. So for X in range, you can have it what for X in range. If I give how to apply the range for X is X in range, you can have for example, want to have the first 10 numbers in a range for X in range. So you can have print X. For X in range 10, print X. And how well it will going to show? It will going to let us know that for X in range, that would be yes, the result is, and the number would be starting from 0. In Python it would be 0 onwards. So we want to have the range of first 10 numbers. By printing it, given the value, it will show us the result. So it can be done as such. You can give instead of a value, you can give or assign actually a variable as well. So how will it going to result or display the output? So not right now, it is not showing any variable value. So you can now see that if I'll just put it that way, that it has to be like this. Obviously it can print before after before this one, and if I'm going to apply it, the result is same. So it's not been applicable with the with variables, but you can apply it with numbers for sure. So it's how you can apply or give for loop, and you want to have it a list of numbers, you can have it as well. So in the next what we can how we can use while loop, you can also use the while loop as well. For example, if a number, or I can say if number is 4 and while number is less than 10, then print what? Print Hassan. Let's see how it will going to run, and you see that it's the ongoing function. It's an infinite number of times the Hassan has been run. If we just going to while, obviously the number 4 is less than 10, so when going to print Hassan, it will going to show for the infinite number of times. So to stop that, what we have to do, we're going to add in another line of Hassan, not the Hassan, obviously it's number, and number plus equal to 1. When we're going to do this, it will definitely going to give a value. When number 1 is added to 4, it will become 5. Okay, so it will end starting from 4. It will let me show you how it will going to run. Okay, I'll just stop and rerun, and you see that the Hassan has been printed. How many times? It has been printed 6 times. It starts from 4 the first time, and adding 1 to 4, it will be 5. So the second time would be Hassan would be displayed until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Till 9, obviously the numbers in it starts from 0, so it will be till 9. The number of entries or in the display would be 6. So that's how you can stop the infinite number of times the Hassan will be displayed if you're going to use the while loop. So you can apply, obviously, if you can apply it to any other relevant program whatsoever. So this is how you're going to use a while loop. I've given you the example of 4. I've given you the example of range, and also you can slice previously in the 4 in the 4 programming, you can slice the code as well. You can slice and put you can extract. For example, I want to show you that what we have done before, just to give you an idea that if we have taken out the grocery items, groceries equal to that was the first item, I believe, was bread, and the second item was eggs, and the third item was chicken. So what we're going to do, we're going to groceries is equal to bread is equal to eggs is equal to chicken. So we're going to help you out that how we can use a slice. For example, for F in for G in groceries, for G in groceries, and you apply the semicolon, and before this you can apply that yes, I want to take it the second item from starting from 1. Let's see how it is going to show the result. So the semicolon would be put in, the parent would be uh, G. So when I'm going to run it, let's see, the result would be eggs. So it starts from 1 and ends at 2. 2 would be not included. So 0, obviously the number starts from 0. 0 is bread, so it's not included, that one. 1 is egg and second is chicken. The second would be not included. The it will be just 1 egg that would be displayed as such. So that's why that was previously we want to show that how you can use slice in a for function and you can get the result as required. So if we're going to apply I've applied the while function, I've shown you. So you can stop the while function as well, and you can also use some of the other functions like break or continue in the for loop. And the purpose is just to combine two videos in one, using the else if function and also the for loop function as well, because you will going to come across so many examples and so many situations that you have to apply too many codes on a given example. So you just get an idea that how it's going to move towards an advanced stage, and you can apply it anywhere, anytime, with a mix of all the codes and with a mix of all the concepts that we're going to discuss later on as well, and as we have discussed earlier in our couple of first 3 videos. So I'm going to end up my video over here, and I'm going to see you up in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care.